Yo, what up, gang? This is LB the Realist with the BGC Bolt Gang Central. Everybody put your bolts in the air, waving like you just don't care. Now let's get it. All right, so on this video, we'll keep this one short and sweet. Now pay attention when I say things like that, because usually when I say things like that, the video ends up being longer. But I really will keep this video, I really will try to keep this video under, let's say, 4 minutes, all right? So you guys already read the title. We don't need to really hash out too many of the details. What I really wanted to make this video was about was respect. I need sports pundits. I need people in the media, and especially Bolt Gang fans. I need y'all to be more optimistic about our team, because I'm so sick and tired of listening to people's podcasts, bitching, moaning, and complaining about how horrible the offense was, specifically in this last game against the Chiefs. All right. The Chargers beat the Chiefs 16-13. We held the Chiefs to 13 points, knocked them out of the playoffs, just eviscerated any chances or hopes they had of a postseason. Took Mahomes out, not only for the rest of this season, but probably the beginning of next season. We'll see, depending on how therapy goes and the surgery and everything like that. Again, wishing Mahomes nothing but peace and prosperity. Hope that he makes a wonderful recovery. Just not too soon. You know what I'm saying? But no, for real though, we took care of business against the Chiefs. All right. And I'm so sick and tired of people, especially Charger fans, talking about how horrible the offense was. What are you talking about? Like, is our O-line horrible? Yes, we know this already. Stop bitching. It's not going to change this season. It's just not, all right? So what we have is what we have. It is what it is. So we're not getting Rashawn Slater back. We're not getting Joe Alt back this year. So relax. Just let it go, all right? It is what it is. How many times are you going to keep saying the same thing over and over again? We already know the O-line is bad. You don't need to keep saying it. You don't need to make it the highlight of your show every single time the Chargers play, even when we win the game. It's ridiculous. They're not going to just all of a sudden be elite. It's not going to happen. All right. So just let it go. All right. People are, for whatever reason, not giving KLS his shine, not giving him his respect. Keandre Lambert-Smith, one of our rookies that we got out of, I believe, Auburn. And in the beginning of the season, he had a couple of shots to prove himself. He kind of messed up and caused the team to have a critical penalty. And then, after that, we kind of didn't see too much of him. But in this last game, he got a touchdown pass. And guess what? That touchdown pass was only his second catch of the season. So and it was in the end zone, and it was a crazy pass, a crazy catch that he made, and he was hit. So give that man his flowers, give him his respect, give him his credit, and give the offense some respect and credit as well, because they put those points on the board along with Dicker, my kicker. You know what I'm saying? Our clutch kicker, the best kicker in the NFL, the most accurate kicker in the NFL. And some people will say, well, there's other kickers that kick longer. Look, I don't think Dicker, with our coaches, I don't think they give him the benefit of the doubt when it comes to kicks that are 60 plus yards. But do I think he can do it? Of course I think he can do it. Who here doesn't believe that Dicker the kicker can kick for 60 plus yards? Who? You think that? Silly. How silly. How foolish of you. You know what I'm saying? So I have all the faith in the world for Dicker the kicker, Cameron Dicker. Put some respect on his name. And for all of these people that said the offense did so bad and that we can't win games this way, I don't know. It looks like we've been doing it. If we've been doing it, at the end of the day, it's not about how many points you put on the board. It's not about anything. It's about win or lose. How did you win? How did you lose? Doesn't matter. Did you win or did you lose? By how many? It doesn't matter. Who was the winner and who was the loser? Who gets to progress forward and who gets knocked out? Because the Los Angeles Chargers were knocking out Kansas City Chiefs players They were dropping like flies out there. I'm talking bam, bam, bam. Our defense was laying into them. So, yes, our defense were playing lights out. Our offense did okay. I'm not going to say they did a horrible job. Herbert is playing with one hand. And a lot of people saying, well, it's his non throwing hand. It doesn't matter. You have to play football with 100% of your being, 100% of your mental, 100% of your body, 100% of your spirit. It takes everything. So do you think that him having a broken hand playing in 15, 20-degree weather is not having taken any kind of toll on him? Of course it is. But he's a warrior. He's going out there every single day and making stuff happen. And sometimes it's a lot more than others, for sure, but give him some credit, bro. Come on, y'all got to give him more credit than that. All right. Look, he's playing with one hand. I told one of my coworkers after we had won against the Eagles, and everybody was concerned about Herbert's hand. I said, what are the chances? What are the actual chances that Herbert plays worse than he did in this previous game? I said, what are the chances? Like he did, it was, it wasn't that great of a showing. You know what I'm saying? Like he did his thing in the run, but the passing game, nobody was getting open. It was a tough time. In this last game, Trey Harris made at least one or two catches or a few catches like that. Oronde Gadsden, the third, OG3, was making some catches, and then KLS made the touchdown catch. Cameron Dicker made his kicks. Flawless victory. Defense play lights out. We're done. We're out of here. Kansas City is knocked out. And all anybody could talk about was Patrick Mahomes and how bad they felt for the Chiefs and if they're going to be ready for next. Nobody, barely anybody mentioned the Chargers. There was a couple of sports pundits out there in sports media that actually gave the Chargers their credit, and shouts out to them. Of course, most of the time they did talk about the Kansas City Chiefs, but whatever. They did mention the Chargers and they gave them their props. That's all I'm asking for. Why do the Chargers got to look like the bad guys? That we're the ones that took out Patty Mahomes and the Chiefs. Oh, woe was me, woe was them. Like, get out of here with that. Like, we won. We're gonna feel happy about this. That's something to be proud of. These wins are something to be proud of. Defense is playing lights out. Offense is iffy, but they're getting better. Offensive line they're holding up as much as possible without their two stars, which is more than anybody can ask for. We're playing our third and fourth and fifth stringers out there. Herbert's playing with he has a broken hand. Still out there slinging them as best as he can and making the throws, and the receivers are catching them, at least in his last game. So spare me with the nonsense. The O-line is what it is, bro. It's not going to change this season. We just got to hold up as best as possible. And for the people to say, well, we can't win games like this. We've been winning games like this. Do I think it's sustainable? I don't know. But we seem to be able to do it week after week. Since the bye week, we're 3-0. We're 3-0, and everybody's like, well, this schedule is going to be the hard. They got a tough stretch. Eagles beat them. Well, they still got the Kansas City Chiefs, and the Kansas City beat them. Well, they still got Dallas and the Cowboys, the most powerful offense. All right, well, let's see what happens. But I got a good feeling we're going to smash on them fools. I actually feel sorry because the Cowboys is my wife's favorite team. So, we don't like battle it out or anything like that. When the Cowboys are playing and they're not playing the Chargers, I kind of root for the Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? I show love. CeeDee Lamb, Dak Prescott, all those guys, they're very talented. They do have a very powerful offense. But their defense, we'll see. And we'll see how their very powerful offense goes against our lights out defense. So, in my opinion, if you wanted my prediction, and I'm not too good at making these predictions, I mean, when I come out on camera, sometimes they don't go my way. But I've been saying these past few weeks, I have all the faith in the world that the Chargers will win this game. I had that thought during the Raiders. I was like, of course, okay, the Raiders, whatever, right, the Raiders. But I had that thought with the Eagles, and I had that thought with the Chiefs, and I pretty much have that thought with the Cowboys as well. I just don't see them being able to do much against as long as we don't have another Jaguars game. I repeat, as long as we don't have another Jaguars game. But hey, maybe that was just a fluke game. That's what it is. It was a fluke game. It was a fluke. All right. It was a defensive fluke. Never gonna happen again. This defense is crazy, bro. The Chargers defense is crazy, and the offense is only gonna get better. I'm so excited for next year. Like, don't get me wrong, I'm still in this year, and I know we got to take it one game at a time. But oh my God, when we get Rashawn Slater back, when we get Joe Alt back, when we get Najee Harris back, I hope we get Najee back. Imagine having a three-headed running back monster. Have Najee Harris, Omarion Hampton, and Kimani Vidal, plus all of our receivers, plus this lights-out defense, our stellar 100% accurate kicker, and Justin Herbert with a healthy hand with two. Oh man, it's gonna be nuts. It's gonna be nuts. So, like I said, I told you guys, I told you, right? I said, hey, this is gonna be a short video. And when I say short video, pay attention because it usually ends up being long. And we're going up on 10 minutes and 37 seconds. But this is how excited I am about the Los Angeles Chargers, the San Diego Los Angeles Chargers, boy, because I'm in Dago. And they will forever be the San Diego Chargers to me, but they're in LA now, so they are the San Diego Los Angeles Chargers. Shout out to LA. No hate, no shade. This is our team, you know what I'm saying? And even if you're outside of LA and San Diego, this is still your team. If you boat game wherever you at. Canada, Europe, Africa, don't even matter. Boat gang, rise. You feel me? Throw your boats in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. You feel me? So that's what it is, man. We beat the Kansas City Chiefs 16-13. Took care of business against the Eagles. Of course, took care of business against the Raiders. I think we're going to go 4 for 4. I think we're going to beat Dallas come Sunday. And everybody's going to be, all right, they beat Dallas, but now they got to play the best defense in the league with the Houston Texans. Now, don't get me wrong. Texans kicked our butt last time, and that one still hurts. Jaguars still hurts, and they kicked us twice. Once in the playoffs and then once this year. And the fluke game. That's all I'm going to say. But when it comes to the Texans, man, we got to smash on them too. And then when it comes to the Broncos, we got to smash on them fools too. Just clear the year. Just win out, win the West. You know what I'm saying? Win the division, win the conference, and then win the Super Bowl, baby. Let's go. Let's go. I know I'm being optimistic. I know. But you got to, when we had the Jaguars game, I'm not going to lie, I was very discouraged. I really was. But since then, I don't know what happened. Defense has been playing crazy. Like the locker room speeches must be going nuts right now. I don't even know what's going on, but Tony Jefferson, Thule, Khalil Mack, No Way, Oweh, you know what I'm saying? These guys, Cam Hart, these guys are playing lights out, and it's crazy. Like, I feel sorry for these Chiefs players, man. If you seen the game, you know what I'm talking about. You have eyes, you have ears, you heard what I heard. Did not sound healthy. You know what I'm saying? They actually kicked Tony Jefferson out the game. I'm like, that's crazy. That's wild that they did that, by the way. That was lame. Super lame that they did. I was really mad. Like, okay, if it was helmet to helmet, fine. Give them the penalty, but you ejected him? That's wild, NFL. You should be ashamed of yourselves for that one. Whoever made that call, you should be ashamed for that one, all right? You was just trying to get out into Kansas City. You was trying to make it a little easier for Kansas City. Let's keep it real. Let's keep it a buck. You know what I'm saying? But whatever. That's neither here nor there. Like I said, I think the Chargers are going to handle their business come Sunday. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section. Any announcements I got? This is the, I guess, second official speaking video that I'm doing for this channel, Boat Gang Central. So if you guys are watching this, drop a like, drop a comment down below. Let me know what you guys are thinking about this game coming up. And, let's keep rocking, Boat Gang. Let's keep rocking. Subscribe and follow for more, you know what I'm saying? And, yeah, until next time, love, peace, and light. Love more than you hate. Put your bolts in the air. Wave them like you just don't care. And I'm out.